For centuries, humanity has sought God through temples, scriptures, and rituals, believing the divine to be somewhere beyond reach, a distant force watching from above. Yet what if the greatest revelation of our time is not that God exists far away, but that the divine presence lives within the very fabric of our awareness? What if the key to understanding God's nature lies not in external worship, but in the expansion of our own spiritual consciousness? Spiritual consciousness is not merely thought or emotion. It is the awakening of a deeper faculty within us, a knowing that transcends the limitations of the rational mind. When we begin to cultivate this awareness, we move beyond the surface layer of daily existence and touch something vast, eternal, and profoundly alive. This is not imagination. This is direct experience. And through this experience, the nature of God begins to reveal itself not as a concept to be believed, but as a reality to be lived. The great spiritual teacher Edgar once said that the spirit is the life, mind is the builder, and the physical is the result. This profound statement points to a foundational truth. Consciousness is the bridge between the infinite and the finite, between the unseen source and the visible world. When we expand our consciousness, we do not reach out to God. We awaken to the God that has always been present within and around us. Consider the nature of light. A single ray of sunlight carries the essence of the sun itself. It is not separate from the sun, though it appears distant. In the same way, your consciousness is not separate from the divine consciousness that pervades all existence. You are not reaching for God when you meditate, pray, or reflect deeply. You are recognizing what has always been true, that you exist within God, and God exists within you. The separation we feel is an illusion born from the limited perspective of the ego mind. This understanding transforms everything. It means that spiritual growth is not about becoming worthy of God's attention, but about removing the barriers that prevent us from recognizing our inherent divine nature. These barriers are not physical. They are mental, emotional, and energetic, layers of fear, doubt, conditioning, and identification with the material world that cloud our inner vision. As we peel away these layers through sincere spiritual practice, the light of divine consciousness begins to shine through. Many traditions speak of enlightenment, awakening, or salvation. These terms all point to the same inner shift. The moment when consciousness expands beyond the personal self and recognizes its unity with the universal. This is not a metaphor. It is a tangible shift in perception, one that has been experienced by mystics, sages, and seekers across every culture and era. And it is available to you right now, in this very moment. The expansion of spiritual consciousness does not require you to abandon your life or retreat from the world. It requires only honesty, openness, and a willingness to look beyond the surface. It asks you to question the assumptions you have been taught, that you are small, separate, and powerless. It invites you to explore the possibility that you are, in truth, a living expression of infinite intelligence, eternal love, and boundless creativity. When you sit in stillness and turn your attention inward, you begin to sense a presence that is always there, quiet, steady, and deeply peaceful. This presence does not judge, demand, or withdraw. It simply is. And as you attune to this presence more deeply, you realize that it is not something other than you. It is the essence of what you truly are, beneath all labels, roles, and identities. This is the living God, not as a being outside of you, but as the very ground of your being. This revelation changes the way you live. You no longer seek God in distant places or future moments. You find the divine in the present, in the breath, in the heartbeat, in the silent awareness that witnesses all experience. You begin to see the sacred in the ordinary, the eternal in the temporary, the infinite in the finite. And this seeing is not passive. It transforms you from within, aligning your thoughts, words, and actions with the divine will that flows through all life. When we speak of God as the universal source, we are not referring to a deity confined to human imagination or cultural interpretation. We are pointing to the fundamental reality that underlies all existence, the infinite wellspring from which everything emerges, sustains itself, and eventually returns. This source is not bound by form, time, or location. It is the essence of life itself, the intelligence that orchestrates the cosmos, and the energy that animates every particle of creation. Traditional religious thought often portrays God as a supreme being with human-like qualities, emotions, preferences, and judgments. While these representations may serve as stepping stones for understanding, they ultimately limit our perception of the divine. The true nature of God transcends all mental constructs. It is not a being among beings, but being itself. It is not a consciousness separate from creation, but the consciousness in which all creation arises and exists. Think of the ocean and its waves. Each wave appears distinct with its own shape, height, and movement. Yet every wave is nothing but water, the same substance that forms the entire ocean. The wave has no independent existence apart from the ocean. In the same way, every form of life, every thought, every sensation, and every experience is a wave arising from the infinite ocean of divine consciousness. We are not separate droplets searching for the ocean. We are the ocean itself, temporarily expressing as individual forms. This understanding dissolves the artificial boundary between the sacred and the mundane. If God is the source of all life, then everything that exists is inherently divine. The tree growing in your yard, the breath moving through your lungs, the thoughts flowing through your mind, all are expressions of the same universal intelligence. There is no hierarchy of holiness. There is only the one appearing as the many, the formless manifesting as form, the eternal dancing as the temporary. Energy, in all its forms, is divine expression. The electricity that powers your home, the sunlight that nourishes the earth, the biological processes that sustain your body. These are not merely physical phenomena. They are the visible face of invisible intelligence. Science reveals the mechanisms, but consciousness is the animator. The laws of physics describe how creation operates, but the source is what gives those laws the power to exist in the first place. When we recognize God as the universal source, we also recognize that this source is not static or inert. It is dynamically alive, constantly creating, evolving, and expressing itself in infinite ways. The universe is not a finished product that God made long ago. It is an ongoing process of divine self-expression. Every moment brings new forms, new patterns, new possibilities. And you, as a conscious being, are not a passive observer of this process. You are an active participant in it. This participation happens through consciousness itself. Your awareness is not your personal possession. It is a localized expression of universal awareness. When you think, feel, create, or love, you are not doing so independently. You are channeling the infinite creative power of the source through the unique instrument of your individual life. This is why your thoughts have power. This is why your intentions shape reality. This is why spiritual practices work. They align your personal consciousness with the universal flow. The source does not play favorites. It does not grant blessings to some while withholding them from others. It pours itself out equally and continuously to all forms of life. The sun shines on everyone. The air is available to all who breathe. The intelligence that grows a flower is the same intelligence that beats your heart. What varies is not the availability of divine energy, but our receptivity to it. Our conditioning, fears, and limiting beliefs act as filters that block the full flow of source energy through our lives. To experience God as universal source is to step beyond religious boundaries and cultural narratives. It is to recognize that the divine is not the property of any tradition, text, or teacher. Every religion points to the same ultimate reality, though each uses different language and symbols. The names change: God, Allah, Brahman, the Tao, the Great Spirit. But the essence remains constant. The source has no religion. It simply is. giving rise to all that exists without condition or limitation. This realization brings profound freedom. You are no longer dependent on external authority to validate your spiritual experience. You do not need permission to connect with the divine. You do not need to earn worthiness through sacrifice or obedience. The source is already within you, as you and all around you. Your only task is to open yourself fully to this truth and allow it to transform every dimension of your existence. The human soul is not a creation separate from God. It is an extension of the divine itself. Like a ray of light emanating from the sun, the soul carries within it the full essence of the source, though it experiences itself as individualized consciousness. This is the great paradox of existence. We are both unique expressions and inseparable parts of the whole. Understanding this truth is the foundation of genuine spiritual awakening. For too long, religious traditions have taught that belief alone is sufficient for salvation or enlightenment. But belief is merely mental agreement with an idea. It does not transform consciousness. True spiritual knowledge comes not from accepting doctrines, but from direct inner experience. When you touch the divine presence within yourself, you do not believe in God. You know God. This knowing is immediate, unshakable, and beyond the reach of doubt. It is the difference between reading about fire and feeling its warmth on your skin. The path to this inner knowledge begins with sincere self-inquiry. Who are you beyond your name, your story, your roles in society? When you strip away all identifications, what remains? This question, pursued with honesty and depth, leads you to the threshold of spiritual awakening. You begin to discover that the you thought you were is merely a temporary construct, a collection of thoughts, memories, and patterns. Beneath this surface, identity lies something vast, eternal, and boundless. As this realization deepens, the illusion of separation begins to dissolve. You see that there is no real boundary between yourself and the world around you. The air you breathe was moments ago part of the atmosphere. The food you eat becomes your body. The thoughts you think arise from the collective field of consciousness. Where does you end and not you begin? The truth is, there is no dividing line. There is only one life, one consciousness, one divine presence expressing itself through infinite forms. This is the meaning of unity, not as a philosophical concept, but as lived reality. When Jesus said, "I and the Father are one," he was not claiming exclusive divinity. He was revealing the truth of all beings. When Buddha spoke of the interconnectedness of all things, he was pointing to the same reality. When mystics across traditions describe union with God, they are describing the moment when individual consciousness recognizes its identity with universal consciousness. Yet many religious institutions have obscured this truth. They have created images of God as a supreme judge sitting on a throne, rewarding the faithful and punishing the sinners. They have taught that God is separate from creation, that humans are fundamentally flawed, and that salvation comes through external saviors or rigid adherence to rules. These teachings, while well-intentioned, have kept humanity trapped in fear, guilt, and spiritual dependency. The divine cannot be confined to any single image, name, or doctrine. God is too vast to be captured by human language, too infinite to be limited by cultural interpretations. When we cling to one representation of the divine and reject all others, we are like children arguing over which description of the ocean is correct while standing on different shores. The ocean remains the ocean, regardless of our descriptions. True spiritual awakening liberates us from these limitations. It reveals that the purpose of existence is not to appease an external deity, but to awaken to our divine nature and express it fully in the world. We are here to evolve, to expand our consciousness, deepen our love, and manifest the creative potential that lies dormant within us. Every challenge we face, every relationship we navigate, every moment of joy or sorrow is an opportunity for this evolution. The awakening of humanity is happening now, in this very moment. More people than ever before are questioning old paradigms and seeking direct spiritual experience. They are turning inward, exploring consciousness, and discovering the truth that has always been present. This is not a trend or a movement. It is the natural unfoldment of collective evolution. As individuals awaken to their divine nature, they contribute to the awakening of the whole. You do not need to wait for permission, preparation, or perfect circumstances to begin this journey. The divine presence is available to you right now, in the stillness between thoughts, in the awareness that witnesses your experience, in the love that naturally arises when fear dissolves. Your soul knows the way home because it has never truly left. It has only forgotten, and now it is time to remember. This is the ultimate teaching. You are not separate from God, you are not less than divine, and you are not here by accident. You are consciousness itself, temporarily focused through a human form, here to experience, create, and awaken. When you fully realize this truth, your entire life becomes a sacred expression of the infinite. And in that realization, you discover that God was never something to be found. God is what you have always been.